Welcome. Welcome back to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. Viewer, may you find clarity and confirmation and understanding that you seek or need. If you are new to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light, welcome. As you can see, this is a new channel. And with that being said, make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success of the growth of SGL. Alrighty, thank you. So let's go ahead and get started. The channel message that I got was nobody cares the way you care. Okay. What does that mean? What is it like? What does it really truly mean? Like, what is going on? I wanna hear from you, viewer. Like, what is going on to where you feel like nobody cares? And where you have to put yourself in the picture of the way you care is more important than believing that no one cares. Okay. I really feel like you're being misunderstood at this time, whoever you are. And being in that place where you feel like you don't have any support can be a very difficult place to be in. Okay. We're going to see what's going on. I'm going to take these three. All right. We have Virgo, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Cups. Okay. What's significant about this reading is now you're looking around for the people that you showed up for. And unfortunately, that's not happening. Okay. And it's like, you go from acknowledging it, right? I feel like once you tell people how you feel, it's more so like, well, why didn't you say anything? Well, you did. And this 5 of Cups, all the cups are spilled. All right. And I really feel like what you're currently battling is not just self. It's that battle of, I'm not going to do what they done to me. And you're seeking elsewhere of there's this reflection within this seeking of this fire energy, right? Of taking the responsibility and saying that not only are you no longer going to complain, but it feels like what's not being told to you is that yes, everyone has their own problems, but there's this truth that's not being spoken, like it's not being shown. But it's like you see the truth, but it's like you want there is this seeking of I want to know for a fact that this is what it is. But it's like, how many signs do you need? We are all different, but yet we all share a lot in common. There is a masculine that that operates in feminine energy. Whoever this water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. Someone could be battling, you know what? I feel like this is spiritual warfare, because someone could be dealing with a what do you call that snake? A python spirit. And I feel like when you do your soul searching, or when you're trying to work out on your own, Virgo here, see, this right here might be a high priestess. It may not be Virgo. Let me confirm, because Virgo is guided by the staff, which is fire energy. And this torch, yes, it's being it's igniting the flame with air. It's keeping the fire is not out of control. Yeah, it is the Hermit. Okay, it's a witch doctor. This is confirming the lack of compassion. I feel like because you feel like you were let down, viewer, your pullback made people feel like you didn't care about them. So they said, well, forget, viewer. But yet they never, with this Five of Cups, they never put in any work. They never had nothing to give you. So these 5 cups, there's 5 people specific. Okay. A Leo could be responsible, or someone with fire energy. Someone who's a shit starter. Let's go ahead and see. Tell me about this 5 of Cups, because I feel like, because when you're in isolation, you fight your own inner demons. You're gonna get through this. The Ace of Cups. You find your own fulfillment. So the question is, do you care that nobody doesn't care? Because the way that you care is the way that nobody cares. There's no growth in thinking that way. You feel like someone doesn't want you to grow. Why would someone think you have lack of compassion? Let me see. Because you're working on yourself. You're working on relationships. This 8 of Pentacles could be dealing with working on yourself. It could be dealing with working with people, working on relationships, working on your communication skills, making your wrongs right one at a time. Someone just hasn't got to you yet, or someone is watching you work on yourself, or working on you mending relationships. Because Pentacles deal with money, people, and health. Okay. I feel like just right when the moment when someone literally throws up their hands and no longer, literally at the moment of just not caring anymore, your spirit guides assist you. There's some kind of importance here of like wanting to belong. We have the devil here. Remember I said someone is dealing with a Python spirit, spiritual warfare? Someone needs to cut you out of this Python spirit. It's like you've been devoured by a Python spiritually. So that's why you're under a spell, because you've been devoured by a Python spiritually. So it's like if you're having moments where you feel like, I don't want to say control, but it's kind of feel like after you make a decision, right? Or an action, this thought of like, there's a thought like of control, and I don't know how to explain it. I feel like your decisions and actions as if it sets you up to make you look like you lack compassion, like you don't care, but you do. And I feel like whom you care about, those are the people that cause you to pull back in your own isolation of working on yourself. This alone space, it doesn't feel good. It feels like an entrapment. A Capricorn can be responsible of this conjuring of a Python spirit. You can look into that. It is real. But I'm really seeing that someone has been devoured by this Python spirit. You're in the belly of this Python spirit. It's a big, huge Python. I mean, it's huge. Huge. Bigger than Anaconda. Anaconda. Bigger than that. And it's like, what are you going to do? How do you build yourself back up? Based off the experiences of being let down, of having to build yourself back up. The question at hand, yes, you've forgiven, but are you going to maintain these relationships with people who let you down? That's the question. It's really not about the detail. It's about completing the task. Tell me more about this lack of compassion with the Eight of Pentacles. Burdens. Wow. If you can see here, the person that's stirring this boat is responsible for havoc and confrontations, is responsible for someone's emotions being all over the place. It's time to take control over your own self and not worrying about others. But there is someone here that's kind of like, I'm not saying you're not scared to take control of your life. It's just more so of showing people, getting out there, that you do not lack compassion, because as long as you isolate yourself, those that are against you, the only reason why they're winning is because you're not out there defending yourself. And I'm not saying defending yourself as going out of your way. Your actions are not defending you because you're not making yourself available. Tell me about this Five of Cups with the Ace of Cups. It's your story. It's going to cause those who spoke any ill will on you, it's going to cause question. Like, no viewer does care. Like, okay. But now is not the time to, like, tell the story. Now is not the time to tell who's against you. Okay? Now is the time to making yourself available. Okay. The most important thing that hasn't been acknowledged is that God cares. Your angels care. Okay? You have people that are waiting for you to show up. Just as they are feeling the same thing. No one cares. But as long as you stay in this space of giving other people's the authority to stir up things in your life, to cause you to not to be able to see clearly. Some of you are going to have to detox to get rid of this Python spirit. You're going to have to release loved ones. You are. And it's not going to be, if you can be broken down, and I get it, you do care. You don't want anyone to feel what you felt. In reality, they don't feel. And if they do, they're not going to tell you. Okay? These people operate in animal instinct. You have to show up for yourself. Put on the full armor of God, viewer, so that you will be able to fight against the wiles of the enemy. Yeah, I'm hearing they know or she knows. Okay? Let me tell you, what was supposed to have to destroy you in the past only made you stronger. It only makes you stronger. And I feel like there's this, I don't know, this is out of nowhere. This is a Mandela effect. At one point when I was a teenager, I lived in Grand Forks, North Dakota. It's the college militant city. And I remember purchasing tarot cards. And the devil didn't look like this. It was more graphic. It was more graphic. And it's making me feel like those decks got pulled back. Well, maybe it wasn't a beginner tarot deck, but I remember the devil. It didn't look like this. And this is supposed to be the beginner's deck. Tell me about this person stirring, is whoever this person is that's the cause of these burdens. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person, whoever this is, deserves a Grammy. Like, this is a person that, oh gosh, this is a person that's holding a mask. Yeah, that's why now is not the time to tell your story of who doesn't care about you and why they don't care about you or what you've been through with them. Right now, you need to build yourself up, okay? The Python spirit, I'm hearing that it will make you think like the worst of things. This Python spirit does. You've already defeated it. It's just whoever this person is operating it. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But the Capricorn is clarifying this Nine of Wands, meaning with God you can defeat it. The Five of Swords. Yeah, as soon as you let go of having to prove a point and walk away, it's going to be uncomfortable. I mean, if loved ones already made you feel a certain type of way, yes, you care about not wanting other people to feel the experience, right? Of having to build yourself up again, having to, today you feel like you can. But one single thing, whoever's operating this, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I really feel like this Capricorn is the orchestrator, though. Earth energy. Because we have a lot of water here, but we do have air. You could be a healer and you don't even realize it. That's why you're able to go through what you go through. I heard that. This spread is booked in full. Sometime when time to come, those who showed you that they did not care or didn't give you the time, they're going to need your advice. They're going to need your support. And what's so beautiful about this is you will be in a position to assign others to play your position so that you don't have to worry about being hurt again, being put into that position. Okay, it feels like gang stalking. It feels like bullying. This is a kindred soul. If you've been wondering, like, okay, if I came here on earth, why did I come here? To prove how strong you are. And you've already done that. You don't have to prove it anymore. Now you can live. And what's going to not only make your situation better, you will see them being tortured, literally, and being devoured by the same Python spirit because of your smile or your happiness or your joy. You living life. And now when you get to that point, when it comes, then it'll be time for you to tell your story. Okay, because if you tell your story now, you got to get rid of this Python spirit. Okay, and you have to have the courage to walk away. You call it for what it is. You see it for what it is. Now it's time for you to live. Okay, because the way you care is going to be very beneficial for you. Okay, it's part of your purpose. All right, and I'm seeing the steps and the orders of like how it started, the initiation of your training here on earth. I'm going to stop it there, okay? Because that's a lot. It's heavy. But this load is light. I don't know how to make that sense. It's like tears of joy. It's like this release energy, right? Continue to put God first. And don't forget that love is kind and love is gentle. And that is you and I.